Hello there and welcome to another Python tutorials by AITechex. In today's video, I will discuss about arguments, how you can pass argument and flexible number of arguments to use in function. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, what is argument? Argument is anything that you put inside a function. Let me take an example. Suppose I have a function. Let's define that def sum. Okay, I have a function called sum and it has three arguments. Let's say x is equal to 1, y equals 2 and z equals 3. Okay, and then let's add this number. Total is equal to x plus y plus z. Yeah, and let's print that. Print total. Okay, and let's call that function sum. Okay, and let's run this. See, total is 6. Here these arguments are called default argument, and if you want to change this argument, you can do this by just inserting value here whenever you are calling a function. Suppose I want to change value 1 2 3 to 2 4 8, so just write 2 4 and 8. So x will get value 2, y will get value 4 and z will get value 8. Okay, see, and if you want to change a particular value, you have to show that suppose I want to change value of y is equal to 8, so I will write y is equal to 8 and I will leave everything else, delete everything else. Okay, so this is it. So here y's value would be 8 and x would be 1 and z would be 3. Let's see, at y is 8 and z is equal to 3 and s is equal to 1. Okay, so this is a default argument and here you modified your argument. You can do this. Okay, if you want to change the two arguments value, just show here. Suppose I want to change x value, I can write x is equal to 4. So x value would be changed to 4. Let's see, answer is 15. Okay, now let's move on to another topic, that's unpacking argument. Suppose I don't want to insert argument here and I have a predefined list that I get from user. Okay, so let's see, my data is a list that I got from user. So and let's see 2 5 10. Okay, and I want to use this in this function, so I can do that by using regular method, that's use my data 0 here and my data 2 here, oops, 1 here and my data 2 here. Okay, so for this x value would be my data 0, that's 2, and for y my data 1 is 5, so y would be 5 and z would be 10. So let's run this. See, answer is 70. So here we insert data from a list into our function, but what if we have number of arguments? Suppose we have 100 number of arguments, so we can't write all these numbers. So we can do one thing, that we can use star and just enter your list name, that's my data. Okay, so what this will do, this will check for every element in the list and assign value in function. Suppose I have a 3 arguments in function and a 3 value in list, so it will check in list. For first value it will assign to this first value, for second value that value would be assigned in function to this second value, and for third to this z, and so on for number of argument in our list. Okay, and let's run this. See, answer is 70. So by using star you can insert any number of argument in a function from list. Okay, this is called unpacking of argument list. See, we used star and a list name here, so this is unpacking of argument list. Okay, and now let's move on to last topic for today, that's the flexible number of argument. Okay, Suppose we are creating a calculator and we can say that how many number user will input. So we can't predefine three arguments here. So we will use star and arguments. Okay, and what does that this star arg means that user will enter any number of argument. So whenever user enter a number, this argument will get that number. And let's say we want to sum. So first of all, let's take a variable total is equal to 0, and we will use for loop because user is entering number of arguments and if we don't know what that is, so we use for loop to go through all those numbers. For a in argument, every number user input will be stored in a arguments arg. So for a in arg, and here we will sum those numbers. Total plus equals a. Okay, so here suppose we have entered 10 number of arguments, so this we are using for loop, so it will get all those 10 values in every turn, and that would be stored into total. And let's print that out. Print total. See, I write print here, so this is out of for loop. Our for loop is only these two lines and this is out of for loop. Okay, and let's call that function. That's sum, and we will enter argument here. Suppose I want to add two numbers, so I will write 2 and 6, and let's run this. See, answer is 8. Suppose I'm using one number of argument, that's 2, 6, 10, 3, 6, 8, 9, 11. Let's run this. See, our first output for this function, and for this one, this is our output. Okay, so that's it for this tutorial. I'll show you how you can pass argument in a function, how you can unpack argument from a list, and how you can use a flexible number of argument by using this star. Okay, so that's it for this tutorial. Hope this helps you. If you guys like this video, please share it with your friend and give a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Have a good day.